Earlier this week, we introduced you to a new partnership in the works in Boise, aiming to connect drug overdose patients with recovery coaches in the community while they're still at the hospital. 6 on Your Side's Karen Lair introduces us to the newest coaches in training in this morning's Finding Hope.
These recovery coaches all have real-life experience with addiction, now living sober lives and supporting others in their own road to recovery.
If we can slow the trend of overdose deaths, that would be huge. And if we can increase the number of people who engage in recovery, that would be really ideal.
That's the goal behind recovery coach programs around the country, now hoping to help overdose patients right here in the Treasure Valley.
We empower, we motivate,
encourage them when they're really down, or they just are having a bad day, or they relapse and they feel worthless.
These interns are training to become coaches, hoping to be the light at the end of the tunnel for Idahoans admitted into the ER after a drug overdose.
That's what I really want to be, is that person who continues to, be their cheerleader and be their coach and encourage them even when they're feeling at their worst.
And helping to break down those walls, they're drawing strength from their own experiences in recovery.
A recovery coach walks in and sits down and says, "I'm one of us. I understand what you're going through right now. If you want help, I'll walk with you through this."
And they just might be the best people to help because they've been there.
I just could not get sober. I could not get off the opiates. I couldn't take being sick. I couldn't take the cravings.
Lived experience helps us not be judgmental with the person that we're working with. We know, we've been there, we are them.
Coaches are sure never to tell people what they should do, instead helping them get there in their own way.
Well, if I'm not sober, all of this other stuff that I want, I'm not gonna have. For them to make that connection on their own is huge.
A lot of what we talked about in training is being the light for somebody, whether you're just living your own life and showing them what is possible, or helping them figure out what they want to do with their lives.
The connections that form are strong and authentic without an expiration date, because after all, recovery takes everlasting effort.
When those people, I get to see them, even if it's just a couple of months later, when they're like, "Man, this is all the stuff going on in my life and it's so awesome and I'm so happy."
Karen Lair,
I cannot describe that feeling to you.
6 on Your Side.